Hello.
We are back.
We're late. We apologize.
Yes. I'm not 100% today. But that's okay. We will still share because we have a new tea, and it's not a David's tea. This is from Novelties, which is a tea company in Truro, Nova Scotia. But we bought it in Ontario.
Yes.
We did. So Novelties, this is inspired by Sense and Sensibility. It is a black tea with lavender, cauliflower petals, and natural flavors. Recommended steep time, 5 minutes. I never liked Earl Grey that much. I'm going to say 2 to 3. But it's so pretty. So there is our Sense and Sensibility from Novelty. We have 3 of these, and we're going to try 2 on our stream this time.
Yeah.
Once I get into it. It smells like an Earl Grey.
Yep.
I don't even smell the lavender.
I smell it a little bit.
I smell the bergamot. I see.
Lavender petals.
Do you think 1 scoop's enough?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the thing I wanted to show is somewhere very far away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, this tea is steeping. Before we start our devotional, Alex and I have been since COVID, so 2020. In the year 2020, I was supposed to go and do a pilgrimage in Spain, and then things happened.
Yeah, something happened in 2020. I don't remember what.
And, well, I was very disappointed about the lack of travel. We found a company called, at the time it was My Virtual Challenge, but it's My Conquerors is the name of the app, the company now. Mm-hmm. And they're virtual challenges. And so we signed up at the time for the Camino de Santiago, which was the pilgrimage I was going to be walking. Mm-hmm. And every day you put in what your daily steps were, or if you biked or ran. Like they have a number of ways that you can put your physical activity in. And then it shows you on their own map. Especially for that one, like you could see where you would have landed. You can look around almost like a virtual Google Earth, see what's going on in that space. Yep. And along the route, they would send you digital postcards. So we've done 2 or 3 of those that were like real locations in the world. Mm-hmm. And then about this time last year. Yep. Was it really for my birthday last year?
I believe so.
So for my birthday last year, we signed up for their 5 medal package. You're not going to be able to see this very well. But it's this one. We did this one. And it is a long... I need to go to the map. How do I go to the map? So you start here in the Shire... And you can zoom in and there's the Shire. And when we really started, I can't find Hobbiton. There's Bag End. You can start up at Bag End. And on your journey, we went from Bag End, they don't show the route anymore, to Bree. From Bree, we've made it to Rivendell. So that was our next one. And then over Christmas, can you see it? Oh, there it is. Over Christmas, we went through the entrance to the Mines of Moria, and that was through the Mines of Moria, which was a different map. So just before January, we started this one, and I completely forgot to upload our walkings from January 2nd on. So for since April 1st, I've been uploading things. So this week we've gotten our first postcard. So that we officially got it on the 2nd, but we actually got it on January 11th. If I had been uploading, and then yesterday I got this one, which is them meeting Galadriel, and we got that sometime late February, and then today we got this one from March, and it's them leaving. So that's where we are on our challenge. And I still have about a month's worth to upload, which is good because we are 134 kilometers behind the Pace Bunny. But it was very cute. Like, this is where we were yesterday when I was uploading, was Galadriel's place in Lothlorien.
That's neat.
And it makes me happy. Such a silly thing. Okay.
Oh, we have some tea.
We have some tea.
Some cream over there if you want some cream in your tea.
I'm going to take a sip before I add cream because I normally drink my Earl Greys with cream. Smells like an Earl Grey. And I've got our readings for us.
Okay. I will do the reading while you enjoy your tea. We are in Luke chapter 23, verses... Really? It's just 55 and 56, I think.
Yep. Well, okay, so Holy Saturday is an interesting one. There's no actual passages. Like, leading through Holy Week, Jesus is saying things and doing things, and there's action. Thursday and Friday, there's a lot of action.
Yeah. Saturday, there's nothing. Because
Saturday's very silent. Yeah.
The women who had come with Jesus from Galilee followed Joseph and saw the tomb and how his body was laid in it. Then they went home and prepared spices and perfumes, but they rested on the Sabbath in obedience to the commandment. So that's why there was nothing on the Saturday, because there's literally nothing on the Saturday.
Yes, because it was Sabbath and they couldn't do anything. Okay, so our devotional is... Since I was a very young child, I've been what my parents lovingly call a chatterbox. This author and I have some things in common. I was rarely quiet. Words have always come easily to me. Most instinctively, from my earliest memories, I was talking, narrating, asking, and responding. School testing was especially difficult, not because I didn't know the material, but because it was so quiet. Who can concentrate with that much silence? I played music in my bedroom, hum while I worked, and sing without realizing it. Even now, I often find myself talking out loud, thinking out loud, processing out loud. Any comments?
No.
Anybody you know?
Oh, yeah. Several people.
Silence has always made me uneasy. I've grown out of that. I can be in silence now. Perhaps nowhere is that more true than on the quiet day between the cross and resurrection. I was an adult when I first heard someone refer to this day as Silent Saturday. No words from Jesus, no accusations from the Pharisees, no shouts from the crowd. It all fell silent. The one Pilate had titled King of the Jews. You made a sound.
I just said,
Ah, okay. The one Pilate had titled King of the Jews was dead. He was laid to rest in a borrowed tomb. Oh, sorry, realization. I always wonder, well, I wasn't wondering, but as I was preparing, I'm like, the two men Jesus meets on the road to Emmaus are leaving. I'm like, well, if Jesus is dead, why didn't you leave the day before? And it was just a passing thought yesterday. And it was the answer is something I knew, but I wasn't thinking about it at the time. It was because Saturday was Sabbath. They couldn't travel that far. Ugh. I love these moments where I'm like, right, the answer is something I actually knew. And all remained was stunned, grief-stricken community of his followers. Maybe you can find your face in the crowd today, shaken by what life has brought your way or taken away, grieving, confused, hearing nothing but silence. As disorienting as this day between Friday and Sunday is, it is also incredibly human. So much of our lives are lived in Silent Saturday. One way or another. The commas on this was weird. So much of our lives are lived in Silent Saturday, one way or another. There's pain, there's joy, but many of our days are lived in the in-between. Not devastated, not triumphant, just waiting. Once again, we observe the women. They had been throughout Jesus' life and remained through his death. They followed his body to the tomb. They prepared the spices and perfumes to anoint him, and now They are faithful in the watching too. It is the Sabbath. They must wait one full day before returning to tend to his body and complete the burial preparations. So they rest. In his absence, in the silence, in the in-between. What strikes me is that there is no fix-it energy about the text. They are not attempting to force an outcome. They simply wait. Many of us know how to move when things fall apart. We assess, we organize, we problem solve, we rally, we pray harder, we research options, we hold everyone else together. Fix-it energy feels powerful. It gives us something to do with our grief. But Silent Saturday offers no such outlet. Silent Saturday exposes how uncomfortable we are when there's nothing to fix, nothing left to say. But perhaps there's more power in waiting than we realize. Maybe this day offers us reset, an invitation to step out of our constant effort, to not always be the one hard at work, not to have to solve or resolve, to release the pressure to produce an outcome, to admit we do not have the answers, to accept that we are not permitted to push the story forward, because there is a greater invitation here to rest. And that may be the hardest obedience of all, to rest from our frantic effort, to have all the answers, close all the loops, and understand everything unfolding. Today, I invite you to rest from fix-it energy and simply be with Jesus. Nothing more, nothing less. Gaze upon him, even in silence. Some work belongs to God alone. Where in your life are you living in Silent Saturday right now? What are you trying to fix in that space? What would resting look like for you today?
Sleep.
I mean, yeah, like I'm not feeling 100% today. I think actually after we say goodbye, I'm going to go lay down. There are some things that, well, it is Silent Saturday in the narrative. Today is preparation day for Sunday, so we have some things to have done. There's a shopping trip that needs to be made to a grocery store. There are some foods that need to be prepared for a meal tomorrow. But overall, I think it is going to be just a slower day. There's some pictures I want to take for our board game Instagram. But other than that, I think a day of resting would be wise for me and wise for you. And I probably should work on a paper since it's due soon.
I have 2 projects that absolutely have to be done today. And one of them is clean laundry, because I am running out.
Yeah, washing clothes. Today is our washing clothes day. I like the tea.
Better with cream.
Better with cream, but the cream's almost too heavy for this tea.
Yeah, it is heavy cream. We don't normally do coffee cream. Like, we don't normally do
Table cream.
Coffees and teas that require cream. So we usually only have milk for cereal and heavier cream for like whipped cream or sauces.
Milk would have been fine for this.
That type of thing.
Yeah, this would have been a milk.
Oh, yeah.
But it's delicious. Can you top up my teacup?
I can.
That's a better color.
There you go. So tomorrow we will have our sunrise service.
Yes, you are invited to join us sunrise down at Richardson Beach.
Yes.
Which is the one off Lake Ontario that has a gazebo.
Yes.
And we will be there. Service is at 6, so try to be there for like 5:50. You could even join us if you show up at 6:10. You'll see a large crowd in a circle close to the
all holding candles.
Close to the gazebo. You don't need to bring your own candle. The church that is organizing it, the next church, will have mason jars with candles in them. Mm-hmm. And depending on how windy they are, they may be lit or not lit. Last year, they kept blowing out.
Bring warm clothes.
Wear warm clothes, because even if it's going to be a warm day like yesterday was, It's colder before the sunrise.
Yeah.
No matter what the temperature is, it's colder at 6.
Yeah. I recommend a sweater and a jacket so that if it's too warm, you can take one of them off.
I would also recommend like gloves,
Yeah.
a hat. It's a little bit windier. So that's sunrise at 6, and then we have our regular Sunday Easter service at 10:30 at Polson Park Free Methodist Church.
And somewhere between those two, we will be online doing our Easter Sunday stream.
Tomorrow's stream will probably be closer to 8 than 7:30, because we will, depends on how long. The sunrise service is normally an hour, but we still need to leave the park, get somewhere to set up the laptop, and it might be here, it might be at the church. We don't know yet. We will play some of those things by ear, but we will see you at some